Every trader dreams of nailing that one big call, that perfect trade that defines a career. But here's the truth. Authority in trading doesn't come from one trade. It comes from surviving decades of storm, adapting to change, and proving that discipline beats ego. And if there's one trader that embodies that, it's Tudor Jones. Today, I'm breaking down why Jones isn't just a legend of the past, but a living authority whose lessons matter as much as today's markets as they did during the 1987 crash. Let's rewind to October 19th, 1987, Black Monday. The Dow Jones collapsed over 20% in a single day. For most, it was chaos. For Tudor Jones, it was opportunity. He saw the warning signs, positioned himself short, made hundreds of millions of dollars while others were wiped out. That moment cemented his reputation. But here's what people often miss. Jones didn't stop there. He didn't ride off into the sunset after one great call. He kept trading, kept adapting, kept surviving through every major market storm that followed. The dot-com bust, the global financial crisis, even the COVID crash. What makes Jones an authority is not his profits, but his philosophy. He's paranoid about risk. His rule is simple. Always assume you can be wrong. Cut losers fast. Never let a bad trade grow into something that threatens your survival. One of his most famous quotes is, "Don't be a hero. Don't have an ego. Always question yourself and your ability." That humility is rare, especially in a game filled with oversized egos. And it's why Jones is still relevant today, because risk management never goes out of style. So why talk about Tudor Jones in 2025? Because even now, he's adapting. He was one of the earliest big-name hedge fund managers to say publicly that he owns Bitcoin, calling it the new gold. When someone who built his entire empire trading currencies, bonds, and equities sees crypto as a legitimate store of value, that tells you something. And his voice still moves markets. When Jones appears on CNBC or Bloomberg and talks about inflation, debt, or interest rates, people listen. His words don't just influence traders, they influence how policymakers and institutions think about risk. There's another side of Jones that reinforces his authority: what he does beyond trading. He founded the Robinhood Foundation, one of the largest anti-poverty charities in the US, funded primarily by traders and hedge funds. He's poured a huge portion of his wealth into education and community work. Why does this matter? Because it shows Jones isn't just chasing money. He's building a legacy, proving that authority in markets can translate into authority and leadership. So here's the takeaway. Tudor Jones isn't just the guy who nailed the 1987 crash. He's the trader who survived every storm since, who humbled himself to cut losses fast, and who continues to adapt. Bond markets of the 1980s to Bitcoin today. If a trader like Jones can keep reinventing himself decade after decade, then the real challenge for us is this: are we willing to adapt, or are we going to cling to strategies that no longer work? Authority isn't about one perfect trade. It's about survival, humility, and an impact that lasts. And if you want to keep sharpening your edge, check out our website at Mubite.com, where we post weekly blogs on trading psychology, strategies, and insight from the world of prop trading. You'll find the link in the description below. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to continue watching more breakdowns of legends in the market.